Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being present. We're going to do a fun three-pop pick a card titled, How Are Your Boundaries Being Perceived? Now, we're in a time period where professional boundary breakers are finally getting to the conclusion there will be consequences for not respecting your boundaries. However, we have to be mindful, to be aware of our own boundaries. Are we being hard on ourselves if we're not reaching an idea of how our boundaries should be maintained? Are we, because a lot of times, I know for me, when I started off setting boundaries, I was being really hard on myself. I'm still catching myself and I'm being hard on myself, especially when it comes to setting boundaries. I'm well aware of my environment to understand that if someone is, taking advantage of a situation because there's a lot of closed-minded people around, I realize I have to develop more tolerance and patience and find another way to set a boundary in a manner that can keep me and my loved ones safe. If you understand the importance of setting boundaries, you understand that being around individuals who do not like boundaries, you can see long-term the trajectory of the harm that they cause. If you feel uncomfortable in setting boundaries with someone and they're trying to, covertly create it so that their boundary breaking can be normalized. For example, personal space. A lot of individuals are lonely, so they will invade your personal space hoping that you won't say anything. A lot of codependent females are very guilty of this, and this makes it so that male perverts feel that if codependent females can get away with invading personal space, male perverts feel they can do the same. All this goes to being mindful that, okay, I'm doing the best I can with setting this boundary. I'm getting tired, but I still need to set this boundary. I know for me personally, I've started meditating just to help create the boundaries I need. That stillness that I am blessed with gives me the clarity on what boundaries need to be set and why. And also, I throw in a little bit of forgiveness. The whole Pono prayer works with that. But without further ado, I'm not going to keep talking the whole time about how I, set boundaries. How do you guys set boundaries? Please leave it in the comments. What's your process? Let's look into how are your boundaries being received, okay? I'll see you at your pal or pals of choice. Welcome, Pal 1. Thank you for being present. So, this boundary is connected to your romantic life. Yes. A good way to understand how your romantic life is playing out is to really be honest about how you felt emotionally as a child. That is influencing the way your dating life is going, okay? So based on how you felt as a child, this has shaped the way you choose to date presently, and these are boundaries connected to your romantic life. I feel presently in your romantic life, you're learning how to consistently keep boundaries. I feel as if as you're on a journey of self-discovery, you're learning how to communicate with individuals that may be romantically interested in you, or you may be romantically interested in them, the necessary changes you're experiencing in your life. You could have grown up in a home where codependency was very heavy, and if someone changed, a codependent individual was afraid of being emotionally hurt. So there could have been an atmosphere of don't change, keep doing things the same. So I feel as if with you uncovering certain things from your childhood that just doesn't work for you, I feel you're learning to express to others the changes in your life. And also, not explaining yourself if you have to. I feel, Pal 1, you're very intuitive and can pick up on things. You could have dealt with narcissistic individuals who went above and beyond to convince you that this was the love of a lifetime. And while you're able to clearly see why they would go to such great lengths to put on a facade, you're also seeing their solutions. They can go about doing things differently. And I feel as if you can tell those who are lazy and are just going to keep putting on facades and those who are actually going the extra mile for you. And so if your boundaries are being perceived as you're being defensive to individuals who, certain things used to fly, but then you became deeply self-aware and you applied those necessary boundaries. If you notice they're being distant, it's because they understand that you're not going to allow your life to be negatively impacted by a broken heart. And when I say this, this means, let's say you and a lover have a disagreement. You're not going to sit there and just suffer with that person. It doesn't matter to you if the lover lies on you and tries to defamate your character so others won't find you appealing. You're not going to sit there and suffer with that person. So it's like people understand romantically that when you set a boundary, to honor it, because there's a reason you've set it. If you choose not to explain yourself, they're not going to try to figure it out. They know that at this point, you've probably already, decided they were not a good fit for you if you have had to set several boundaries with them. Okay? So, Pile 1, romantic individuals understand that if you have to set a certain amount of individuals, you have to set a certain amount of boundaries with them in a certain amount of time. They've already been considered to nope. We're going to cleanse the energy and thank you for being present. Thank you, Pile 2. So you have a very interesting way of setting boundaries that is well received, Pile 2. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. We're blessed with the King of Spades here. So this is letting me know that when you say something, word is bond at this point. With the Four of Spades here in reverse, you're not going to hold your tongue so that people can feel comfortable while making you uncomfortable. You're at a place where it's just like, hold on. I know exactly what it took for me to get here, to have a peace of mind. And we need to maintain this peace of mind. So you understand the importance of boundaries. You understand that if you don't have boundaries, individuals who do not like that boundaries restrict them from being able to use, abuse, and exploit you, they get triggered by you guys. And they like to come off as if, they know better than you. I feel like, Pal 2, you have had people overstep their boundaries and try to act as if they are dominating you. But the truth is, you know more than them. So I feel as if when you set boundaries, individuals don't feel comfortable no more to just keep doing stupid shit. They understand that when you speak, Pile 2, you ain't going to keep saying your boundaries more than once. You going to say your boundaries once, and then you going to go to fuck that ass up however it needs to be done. Pile 2, congratulations. You have set your boundaries up so immaculately that people understand not to knock on your door, not to bother you in any way. And if you have to come to them, they want to make sure they're on their P's and Q's, because they know if you find something that can contribute to them disrespecting another fucking boundary, you gonna really do what you need to do so that they stop disrespecting boundaries. Power to you, are nothing to mess with. Thank you for being on this on this earth at this place in time. We need more people like you. Let's cleanse the energy and have a great day. Welcome, Pal 3. A wish fulfillment is coming in for you, just so you know. But let's get into how your boundaries are being perceived. I feel as if people don't actually see your boundaries coming. You challenge closed-minded people to the point where they feel they just got schooled, and if they try to challenge your boundaries again so that they can save face from humiliation, let's just say you make a fool out of them to the point where they want to make sure they have a good image in front of people. It's as if after, really trying to push you to a point where you just break down and do what they want you to do, well, you turn that shit all the way around on them, and these people start trying to act like they good, holier than thou citizens of a community. However you are setting your boundaries, let's just say it's making a lot of people who try to take from you realize, oh shit, I can't take from Pile 3. They try to take from you. They try to get you to stop doing what you're doing. And so now it's as if when you set your boundaries, Pile 3, people going to give you whatever the fuck you ask for because they feel this can get you out of their face. Now, we're talking about people that went above and beyond to go and disrespect your boundaries. Now they feel as if you're disrespecting their boundaries. But if they try to get the law involved, they can't say you're disrespecting their boundaries. You simply protecting yourself because you understand these individuals will keep trying to break your boundaries simply to irritate you. So let's just say, Pal 3, after you set a boundary with somebody, they never see what comes after you set that boundary. And you will have people trying to act as if they are, I'm a good person. I've changed. I'm not the same person. Because they know that if you set the boundary with them, other people will follow. And if too many people keep saying the same thing to these same people, they know it's going to start to raise a red flag. These people have tried to find ways to play victim. When you set boundaries with them, when they have went above and beyond to cause you trouble, and they end up looking like the bullies that they are. You have been setting boundaries with bullies, and you have been actually exposing them as well. So people are a bit afraid to approach you, Pal 3, because they understand when you set a boundary, and if they don't respect it, there's a talk going around that they're going to suffer for not respecting your boundaries. And the truth is, they're right. We're going to cleanse the energy, and congratulations on understanding how some people will still try to go above and beyond to disrespect your boundaries. And you can still remain graceful and classy while you school these niggas and bitches on how to act right. Have a good day.